Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hello, I'm Marty Levinson, and welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson, and welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Edward Scissorhands has nothing on me. Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that lemon light city, sweet home Chicago. 2 is 4, 4 4 6. Come on, baby, now get your business fixed. Come on, honey, don't you wanna go back to the lemon light?
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine show with the greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and your host, Avi Myers.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Myers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.ntnm.org. Over 250,000 shows watched. Thank you so much. Last night, we do film in advance, and it'll be on. It's on YouTube a couple days later. It's on the air 3-4 weeks approximately, depending. Last night was National Night Out, and Sonny Hirsch, in his spare time, is chairman of the District Advisory Committee of the 24th District and the beat facilitator at 2413. He had a great crowd. He had over 150 people. Target was there, enforced with tables. He had tons of raffle prizes donated by people like Target and Zara at Zam's Hope. And, the police showed up with Slurpee certificates and all kinds of other goodies. Same thing by me over at Warren Park for 2412. We didn't have quite the same crowd, but we didn't have the Target people either. But we had about 85 people. We gave away 40 different raffle prizes, which was great. And, the commander was present, and the police had some great giveaways, and it was a really good time for people to get together with the police and meet the police to patrol their streets. We also want to thank Joe, who's the music instructor at Warren Park. He was teaching a guitar class, and when he saw what was going on, they all brought their acoustic guitars out, and they serenaded us with some 70 classics like Knockin' on Heaven's Door, which was real cool. And I want to thank Diana Lynn Shills, too. Diana Lynn Shills is the supervisor at Warren Park. I got a bill from the Park District for $8,700 for 3 hours of use of Warren Park. And thank God she had foresight to arrange for this whole thing for me to be a partner in the park with the Chicago, with community policing. So that got waived, which was quite a relief. Anyway, it is my pleasure to introduce you to one of my favorite PR men, and somebody you've met on the show before, somebody with a very distinguished background, not to mention assisting Bob Elston, for those of us who remember him, former White Sox bullpen catcher, which is really a distinction and a half. He knew Luke Apley.
Shortstop number 4. Came from Georgia.
Anyway, I'd like to introduce you again to Ed McElroy. Ed, how you doing?
Good, thank God. Delighted to be here.
Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate that very much.
I got lost coming from the south side.
Well, I can understand that. I can understand that. No, you come from where, Oaklawn?
Yes.
So that's a very healthy trip.
That's where I live, but I come from back of the yards.
Okay, back of the yards I certainly know.
Yes.
I grew up in South Shore in South Chicago.
You had money.
Well, actually, my parents had, I wouldn't say they had money, but, my parents basically, they took a tack that a lot of families took.
No, they had money and I had a paper stand.
No, they wound up, they saved their money, they bought a 3-flat, lived in one of them, rented out the other 2 until they could save up to get a house.
We bought a 2-flat, 4% interest, and I got $10 for the garage.
Nice. So in any event, you're here for, now I know in your spare time you do things like work for the Water Reclamation District.
I work for the commissioners.
The commissioners. And, but also you're here today in large part because the Police Memorial Foundation is having a big event coming up.
It's just around the corner. There's nothing like it in our great country. I've been national commander of a veteran organization. I've been a state commander. So I've been all over the state, all over this country. But there's nothing like the foundation that our former superintendent, Phil Klein, put together. Our president of the foundation, Art Hannes, who was one of our Chicago policemen for many years. We have a tremendous crowd. We pray to the good Lord that the weather is good. It's coming up on the 17th, and you'll know more about it.
That's a Monday.
I'm not sure what day. I
Tuesday,
think it might,
sorry about that.
Might be a Tuesday. We pray that there's no rain, and we mentioned, I think we have over 500 police officers killed in the line of duty since umpteen years ago, and we mentioned them, and it goes by real fast, and it's our mayor is there, but what Phil Klein Art Hannes have done over the years is AAA.
No, that sounds good. And where's it at?
Well, Soldiers Field is here, and then to the east of Soldiers Field, you will see the foundation. And it's very attractive. It's very large, and something too that we're concerned. See, these are our men that were killed in the line of duty, and just recently, Superintendent Klein and Art Hannes gave me a report, which I have here, which happened back in 1915, the year that you were born. And but this is back October 25th. An officer by the name of Furlong, he was killed.
Yeah.
But we don't have the background of actually how it happened, except we found him unconscious on the street on the south side of Chicago, and we have that he was killed in the line of duty, and we think this took place back in maybe around the end of October of 1915. So if anybody knows anything about this, to get in touch with the foundation, which is on West Washington Street, or even to call you here at the station.
Sure. The so this has just been discovered now, or
Just a matter of a few weeks ago, my own shows that I do in Chicago.
I've been on them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
They canceled me out the following week. But Phil Klein and Art Hannes brought this to my attention that this happened back on the 25th of October of 1915. But we don't have the details or anyone that really knows about it. And maybe, too, when our president comes on, he can tell you more about it. But this happened. If anyone can help us, give us information relative to this gentleman by the name of Officer Furlong. His name, his wife would like to be, knew about it at the time, too. And we're out looking. But the foundation is something that, as I said before, there's nothing like it in the country. And we want people to know that. We want people to know that they're invited. And it's also free.
Oh, very nice. And what kind of crowds do you usually get? You get a nice crowd over there?
Get an outstanding crowd. Yeah, we get a AAA crowd. They're absolutely wonderful. People participate. If you like to come down there, we wouldn't feel too bad.
Yeah, I know that Sonny Hirsch likes to go, and maybe he'll tag along this year, depending on where
please
he's
do.
coming from.
We'll get a wheelchair for you. Because you guys get older, you get older.
You know what? The truth is, I've been limping around. I got a nice vegetable garden out back, and I was digging things up, and I'll tell you, I was really feeling great. It's great exercise. I mean, I was digging out with the little spade, but a big shovel, about 2.5 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week, and then I sprained my knee with only 2 bodies left to bury.
Just two?
Just 2.
Very good, very good. Did one of the policemen shoot you or what?
No. They were helping. No, they're just kidding. No. It's a very bushy backyard. Nobody can see from the alley.
I've been there.
Yeah.
We're going to plant seeds.
So no, I got a bunch of stuff planting from seed. It's planted it too late. I don't have a cucumber yet, and I've got 5 plants going.
Okay.
So it's already we're already filming in August, so it's time. Cucumbers, come on.
Did you like being on my TV show?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. First of all, you handled yourself very nicely. The 2-hour guests were very intelligent and very talkative. You did this in conjunction with the seniors, this
That's
particular
right.
show.
Yeah.
And now you don't have it at one particular time. You have it at different times usually.
I do my shows usually on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And then I do shows in the south suburbs whenever they tell me.
Right, but in other words, if people want to find out when they air, is there a place they can contact?
Well, every time we're on usually then at 5 o'clock, then we're on at 11 o'clock on Saturday. And then
Wait, give the days. This is on CAN TV 19, the same station a lot of you guys are watching on now.
Do you have listeners?
Well, I hope we have watchers.
No, the shows they play at all times. I try to get people from all walks of life, and it works out superbly well. And as I said, we do the shows, and then they schedule, and then we do the shows in the south suburbs, and you name them, we have them
Right,
on.
but what I'm saying is, what days is it on? Because it's got a regular time slot in Chicago, doesn't
Usually
it?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So that's when they air.
That's right, but the ones I do in the south suburbs, They go on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock and Thursday and Friday night.
Okay, and I know in Chicago you can go to the CAN TV website and check out what times they'll be on. What's it called?
In Chicago, it's the Community in Focus. Out south is called the Ed McElroy Show.
Very good. And do you have a website?
But I forgot it.
Well, by the way, you'll give his contact information at the end. He's, he's got a PR firm, and he's been very helpful getting us some terrific guests over the years.
I'm delighted to do it.
First of all, it's my pleasure, and it's always fun talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Not to mention your encyclopedic baseball knowledge.
That's true. That's true. But I go back, you talk about Lou Gapling. Jimmy Dykes was our manager then, and Bing Miller was the coach at first base, and a guy named Billy Webb, number 22, coached third base. And Muddy Rule was our catcher.
Great
coach.
name.
Muddy Rule, and I learned an awful lot there, and it was great training.
Yeah.
I used to catch dead lines. He threw the knuckleball. Terrible.
Oh, early knuckleballer.
Oh, it was terrible. Sometimes he tried to do that in batting practice, and the guys would throw bats at him.
You ever break your fingers on it, or?
I never did.
Oh, you're lucky.
Broke my heart a couple of times, but
Oh, because I heard that people used to break more fingers from Hoyt Wilhelm than they did off basketball pitchers.
Hoyt Wilhelm, I remember Hoyt and I were together the night before the big snowstorm here in Chicago years ago.
Oh, in '67. Cool.
That's right. I remember very well. The years have gone by fast.
Yeah.
But I've gotten great baseball training. I was out there a couple of nights ago with Emil Jones, our former Senate president, and people. And we saw a lot of people from the past there that night. Naturally, we saw the boss man of the ballpark. And I was also out of spring training this year.
Nice.
Which is with Jerry Reinsdorf.
Yeah.
He's one of yours.
He is one of ours, as a matter of fact. And you know what? At one time, he almost became a partner in Jewish Chicago. Larry Hochberg, who used to own Sportmart.
Sure.
He, Judd Malkin, and Jerry Reinsdorf all went to Northwestern together and worked together on a number of projects. So I actually had Larry Hochberg and Judd Malkin opting in.
Was Eddie Einhorn? Did he go to Northwestern?
Eddie Einhorn? Yes, I believe so. I believe he was. But, you know, there's different friendships and different cabals. I mean, I shouldn't say cabal, but Hochberg and Malkin were always very close friends, and they knew Reinsdorf. Matter of fact, Larry Hochberg, I could never figure out why I was a White Sox fan until I found out about Reinsdorf. So, because he's a good North Side boy.
That he is. He's a real high-class guy. He's done a good job there with the ball club, and now his son has taken over the Bulls. Yeah,
no, and I'll tell you something, winning the World Series, I mean, that alone is a real testament. It really is.
Absolutely wonderful. And, but Jerry deserves it. This year it's just been a bad year. We're praying to St. Jude. Do you know who St. Jude is?
The patron saint of lost causes.
That's right.
but defrocked by the Catholic Church.
I hear that. You know.
No. I mean, they listen. I'm not Catholic, obviously, but
that's okay.
You'll light a candle for me.
I do. I go to church every day.
I'll light a joint for you. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'll light a candle for you too. A real big one.
Thank you.
We got the $1 ones, then we got the $5 ones.
Okay.
I'll give you the $5 one.
Appreciate that. But so anyway, let's sum things up some. The Chicago Police Memorial Foundation, September 17th.
Right.
It's an all-day event. It's a Tuesday?
Yes.
What time, Arthur?
5 o'clock for the earliest, 7 o'clock for the actual event.
It's the actual, okay, so the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation's annual event honoring 500 slain officers is Tuesday, September 17th. You can show up at 5 o'clock. The actual event is 7 o'clock. There's something right outside Soldiers Field that commemorates it. And and you know, you can, if you Google Chicago Police Memorial Foundation, which is what I did beforehand, that's how I got their webpage with all the information, all the events, and all the wonderful things they do. And as a matter of fact, one of the things I want to mention is Officer James Mullen, who was a 24th District local police officer. He wanted to be here today too. He was nice enough to give us his applesauce, which actually is going to be OU kosher pretty soon, and that I can actually try it then. But you know what? Our ramps, the stairway was insufficient for his wheelchair setup because he's on a permanent respirator, unfortunately. He went on a domestic call. And see, this is what happens to policemen. People don't realize what kind of dangerous jobs that they encounter.
They have no idea.
So, you know, we're going to arrange for a separate interview with him at the 24th District, and we want to send him the best. And Sonny and I both worked with Athena, his wife Athena, who was in neighborhood relations in the 24th District. And in terms of you've also got your other PR empire.
That's right.
And if people want to contact you on that?
Well, I handle judges quite a bit in many of the judicial campaigns, and And I represent a couple other people that are on the square, a dentist and.
By the way, you should definitely bring all the judges over. I have 3 judicial candidates coming later today, and Jack Lehane, who does For What It's Worth, which is a judicial blog.
Okay.
So now I cover judges like crazy.
Very good.
Yeah, I have to, otherwise
I
I'm
cover
going to
them
get
like
sentenced
crazy
right
too.
and left.
They're all crazy.
So anyway, Ed McElroy, you want to give your phone number?
708-425-1616. 708-425-1616. Call early. My wife answers the phone. A couple
Yeah,
of ladies.
Rita, she's very nice and very accommodating and a nice lady.
Married 58 years.
Wow, congratulations and Mazel Tov. We're running out of time. I want to thank you very much,
Thank
Ed
you.
McElroy. Be well.
Thank you. Thank you.